I want to work, I want to do this, I want to do that, come on. Hello everybody, how are you? This is Liz from Trelise and I welcome you to a very, very small podcast, but it's better than nothing, right? So this week I announced that I'm moving out from this beautiful studio with lots of light and a huge space. But I have to go, and what I could only find, it's a much smaller space with not so good lighting, but it's gonna be okay. Actually, it's in a very calm neighborhood, which is nice, and it has some woods next nearby. So I guess maybe my pictures would be more woodsy. We'll see, I hope so. And I wanted to thank everyone who either responded to my newsletter or my Instagram stories where I said, guys, get anything you want from the shop with 15% off with the coupon Moving Trelise. Okay, so here it is, Moving Trelise. I think you will be able to get yarn that are already on the store throughout my moving, because I think that those that are already dyed will be coming with me at home, yes, and all the packaging, but it will be nice if you can order some so I have less to move out to the house and then to the new studio. I will not be dyeing for at least 3 weeks because there's a possibility that the electricity to come will need probably 1 week. Then hopefully the electrician and plumber will come the next day. Like, I don't think so, but you know, the next week will be probably, you know, doing stuff and plumbing and electricity work and things like that. And hopefully the 3rd week of March, I will be really moving the things and putting them into their places and all that. So it's really stressful not being able, you know, to do a lot, but I guess, you know, that I will be maybe by end of March do some pre-orders, you know, to shake things up and celebrate the new studio. But for the moment, because everything is a bit up in the air, I don't want to say anything in particular, because it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I'm gonna stress out myself by myself, you know, like, I want to work, I want to do this, I want to do that, come on. Also, if I'm not dying, I'm not making more money, and I'll have to give like my money to for the renovation of the studio and getting it prepared. But I guess, you know, I always have the mindset that you have to give money to make money, and I do really believe that, because it's an investment, it's great, it's gonna be awesome, but that doesn't mean that I'm not a bit anxious, you know, inside of me. But it's gonna be great, right? Yes. What else? I'm very happy that, did you hear that? Okay, so this is a old car that if you have like old stuff and things, you can just go out on your road and just scream, come here, I have this to give you. Okay, anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, I don't even remember. Oh my God. Damn it. Do I need to stop the video to actually think what I wanted to say? Okay, I was talking about the new studio, about the renovation, about money. Yeah, anyways, it's very exciting, a bit scary, but I don't know if you knew, but the same areas in the brain are triggered, are, let's say not triggered because that's like a bad word, are on when we are excited or we have fear. So if you ever are scared of something, just say to yourself, okay, I might feel that I'm scared, but what I'm actually am, it's excited. Okay. I am a bit of both, but it's gonna be great, right? I think so, I hope so. So yeah, it's a bit stressful, but I think it's gonna be great. I'll be doing a bit more hypnosis therapies at this moment, the next couple of weeks. So if you didn't know, I have a website which is very small. I will integrate slowly more things, and it's called Outside the Box. I will write it down. I will write down the Instagram account, and if you want, you can follow or not. And if you have any issues, you can send me a message over there, and we can talk about it. So it's nice. I'm also starting another course and other things that are gonna come up for that. So I'm feeling lots of changes in my life, which are very exciting, very welcomed, very, I want to say transformative, but in a creative way. And I'm really excited. I'm also very happy and proud of myself. I'm proud of myself that I started again doing in the mornings yoga and meditation. Sometimes I do less of a meditation, but it's just amazing because whenever I do start and commit, I really feel like, that I start my days with another mindset, and I'm very happy. The first days were very difficult because my knee is really was really bothering me, but I said, okay, you'll just do and show up every day on your mat, and that's what's gonna be important, and that's what you're gonna focus on. And guys, I'm much better, and I really feel stronger. And I also recorded to myself hypnosis sessions, to feel my joints that are more healthy and less painful and all that. So I don't know if it's the work on my mind, on my belief, on what I want to do, and what I accomplish, but I do feel stronger, and I'm very happy for that. So the next thing that I need to do is, besides working and studying, because I'm not a very disciplined person. Yes, that can be a bit of a surprise, but I'm not very disciplined. But I really like to have a different program every day. But I have found that I feel less restless if I do have a bit of a general program of my day. So, like in the mornings, yoga and meditation, not strict timings for that or whatever, and just going with the flow with it. I want to add, and then it's of course work and planning and going from here to there and all that, but I want to focus a bit more on my knitting and my reading. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I have a finished project, and I think I really miss my knitting right now, because the last weeks, because I knew that maybe I will have to move and all that, I was rushing with all the dyeing, and literally my arms and my elbows especially and my knee were completely off. I was totally burned out. I was going home and I wanted to relax and read a bit or knit a bit, and I was straight going into sleep mode, literally. So, and it was okay, because my body really needed to rest and all that, but I missed my knitting, and I started feeling like I'm way behind, which is silly because, okay, who's gonna put me a schedule, on my knitting? But I just wanted to have a bit more of progress, and because, as you know, on my last podcast, I am working on 2 sweaters, and that made me feel that I needed to have, this big project on my lap, and I didn't want to work on a big project. I wanted something smaller and something that I would feel I accomplished. And because I had lost a hat that I wanted to gift, I decided with the skein that I bought at Exceptionnel from Lafeeballot to do a hat, and I did it. And I'm very happy. It's a hat through my imagination. There's not a pattern that I specifically choose to. And I wanted it to be just the skein of Lafeeballot. But because the stitch I decided to work on the hat was eating more yarn than I wanted to, I added some more. So this is Lafeeballot's bulky yarn. The colorway was Souvenir, and over here I put some of my leftovers from I don't know what. I think maybe my Soldotna sweater. So this is the fur colorway, and I put it with I think this was, I don't know. So this is DK, this is a figuring, I think a sock, just blank, honey mustard, I don't know from where, maybe from some experiments that I did or someone else's, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I put here my progress keeper to not lose it. So anyways, so this was a bulky, and because I didn't have bulky yarn that really matched with that, and because it is for a guy, I just went with those two and I added a bit of color. I didn't do decreases. I just went up, and I passed through with the needle the yarn all around the stitches, and I really pulled hard. So the stitch that I did, it looks like regular ribbing, but it's not. It is broken rib. So broken rib is you do one row like a regular rib, so knit one per one, and then one knit row, and then again one rib row, and then one knit row. So I really like it. It's really, really warm. I love the color. I'm like, oh my God, I want to keep it for me. So I wanted it to be a bit slouchy, but I have to say by the end I was a bit fed up with the stitch, and I just wanted to see it. So I think ideally I would have done just a bit more, but if you want, you can also fold it up, and it's just a bit, you know, like a really regular hat. So I think it's nice. I think if I had be a bit more persistent, because okay, I didn't really thought, you know, that here, because I didn't do decreases, it would take a bit more room, you know, in your head. So I would have done maybe 2 centimeters more, but I'm very happy with it, and I hope you will like it. And you know, whatever. So that's my only finished project. It doesn't have a pattern, it's just a simple hat. I found another yarn that was similar, like this base, which is 100 grams, 100 meters, and I found a junk yarn skein that I had bought in the US. I think the second time I was there, my first time for Vogue Knitting. And I love junk yarn. She's amazing. She's a really cool dyer. She's so nice. And this is John Erso, the colorway. And it's her burlesque, bulky, superwash merino, 100 meters, 100 grams. So I was thinking, because I really like that hat, to maybe do the same. Yeah, because I'm like jealous, and it's really, really warm. But even to do it even warmer, I was thinking maybe of adding either a single thread of like a yellow neon, or you know, something very flashy, or a mohair. Well, I have so much rests, you know, from other hats that I'm very happy. So, yes. And do you remember the last time we had a talk of how I love knitting hats, but I do lose them? And that's why I wasn't, you know, like finishing my headband, because I was like obsessed on knitting hats every time I was traveling. Well, guess what? I lost my headband. Yeah. How sad is that? So last weekend, I did like a small trip with a friend, and I had it all the time. And then in the road back, on the trip back, I was wearing it and I just put it on my lap because I was, you know, tired to have it on my head, whatever. And then I was in the elevator, going home, going up on my apartment. And I was like, damn it, where's my headband? So I phoned my friend and I'm like, my headband is probably on your car. And it wasn't. So I ran down, you know, because probably I got out the car and it fell, but it wasn't there. So anyways, I'm a real clumps and I really love the headband. It like fitted me perfectly. Like I was so cute. Darn it! Now I have to do it again. Will I? I wanted to do it again. But now, guys, I'm such a clumps. Anyways, maybe it's gonna find its way to me. I don't know. Like, I'm so tired right now. But I'm so happy because I want to do things, you know, a bit more simple for me. And this week, as I will be putting things into, you know, boxes and all that, hopefully I will get some time to work on my sweaters. I'm very excited for them. I really want to knit them, you know, and to have them, and hopefully do a little race with the weather, and because it's warming up, but I want to wear them, you know. But anyways, I'm very, very excited for this new journey. If you want to buy anything, just please do not forget to put Moving Trellis as a coupon for 15%. It will be very helpful for me, and I'll be very grateful for, well, I am grateful for your support and through all this, and just, you know, following me, taking the time to see this video and all that. But I wanted to, you know, in this occasion and opportunity, to do some sales and have them, you know, for a longer time, because of the move, and, you know, like, you're helping me having less to carry. And so I wanted to, you know, say a thank you with this small sale. I hope it does help you too. And yeah, very excited times coming up. So thank you very much for watching this and, you know, taking the time. Let me know what you're knitting. Let me know what you're doing. If you have any questions that I can help, please do send me an email or a private message. Private messages on Instagram, I take a longer time to respond sometimes because I might receive lots of them. Emails are a bit easier. Sorry, they can't come. Okay. Emails, I might take a longer moment, but I will always read them, but put unread afterwards to come back to you. But please be also reasonable on what you're asking. Like, for example, I had an email asking me to translate them a pattern in French. I will not do that for a few reasons. First of all, I will have to ask permission of the designer. Probably the designer might say yes, because why not have, you know, their pattern in French or in another language. But most of all, I do not have the time, especially if I'm moving, if, if there's stuff going on. Also, my own patterns, I haven't translated them in French, and now I have asked for someone else to do that, it's their job to do that. And I haven't even had the time to put them on a PDF to launch them. So just be thoughtful of what you're asking anyone, because you might ask also maybe a French designer that knows all the specifics and, to translate something. But it's not that easy, it's very time consuming, and it's not that at least I wouldn't want to do that, but it's not something I would take joy on doing. I do not have the time on doing it. And I think it's a bit pushy, and you just put your stress on someone else. I think maybe the best thing to do in that case is that to contact the designer and let them know that there's a need for their design to be in French or in the language that you want, and if they can help you somehow. Other than that, I do not know how to help on this issue, but it's something that I'm not doing. Also, my posts on Instagram, I do not post them in all the languages that I know. I know that other people do that, and that's amazing for them, like the energy that they put on that. But I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I just chose to have more my communication be in English on Instagram, for example, and other platforms. The podcast, I try to do it on both languages when I have the time, and I try to have almost all, every time on both languages, but that's not a given. It takes time, not only making the video, but editing, even if I don't really do much of editing, and just also to put, the titles and of the patterns and all that is taking time. And it's not something, that it's just easy because we know a language to do that. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, because can you imagine a caption under my Instagram post, like in 4 languages? Like, come on. No, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Just ask me if you're not sure about something that I post, that I communicate. But, otherwise I'm not going to do that. Especially now, there's Google Translate. Also on Instagram, there's the C translation tab. So I think it's a bit, not so worthy of my time. And I think, and you might not realize, but like posting on Instagram regularly takes lots of energy. Yeah, like just to take the pictures, to find inspiration, for them to be beautiful, for them to be, I don't know, at least for me, I just don't want to just take a picture and just throw it on Insta, So anyways, thank you for understanding. And second of all, I received an email yesterday from a very kind lady, and she was telling me that she bought yarn from me 2 weeks ago at the festival, that I wasn't there, and that she needed the 3rd skein to finally do a sweater, that it wasn't, a colorway or a name, because it wasn't me, which is really cute, because probably she was thinking of me when she wanted to contact the other dyer. But come on, guys, come on. I don't want to be, the person to be, well, I'm sorry, but you didn't buy from me, and it's kind of a bit weird. So, if you have yarns from a dyer and you want more, be sure to contact the correct dyer, because it's, you'll have your answer faster. Okay, anyway, so for example, those emails, I received them yesterday. I didn't have the time to to respond to them because I was outside and then it was too late, but I have read them and I have checked them unread, and I will respond to them today at some point. So those are just examples, but really do not hesitate to, to ask me anything, but please be also mindful, okay? Please, please, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's just it. I don't have anything else to share. Hope you like my super fast hat that I hope this time I will not lose it. I'm gonna put it inside the project bag that it was so I can gift it. And I'm gonna do quickly this in French and then I'll go to the post office. So thank you for watching, and don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon.